Well, Happy New Year from me, and Happy New Year from me. It's Chess School with Grandmaster Teddy and Johnny Curtis. Grandmaster Teddy and Johnny Curtis. Teddy, don't forget me. Okay, so here we are. We're in chess school, and we thought we'd just show you this one game as we go into the new year. It's a good example of how to choke a person like chicken, right? This is it, right? And we're choking InfinityGM. I think the GM stands for Grandmaster, but he's only rated 2094. And he's a Grandmaster in progress. And game opens with the move E4. As you can see, I'm playing the white pieces. And InfinityGM, rated 2094. He's from the United Arab Emirates, and he is playing the black pieces. Let's have a look at the game. C5, here's the Sicilian. It's the Nyezhmetdinov variation. That's a tongue twister, isn't it? Teddy, it might actually be the Nyezhmetdinov-Rossolimo opening, right? I think that's what it might be. Anyway, Teddy knows. Is that right, Teddy? You're pretty close, Johnny. Pretty close. Yes or no? All right, you got it right this time. Thank you, Teddy. I got it right this time, he says. Okay, so knight f3. So he's developing the knight, just controlling the pawn. And don't forget, you want to choke him like chicken. Knight c6. And we can hear him now. He's running around the pen. And here we go, bishop b5. This is how the commencement of this system, which if played incorrectly, you can choke your opponent like chicken. And what you're really hoping for is they play a bad move like a6 or something. But he doesn't do that. He doesn't fall into it very quickly. So we show an enormous amount of patience here because we really do want to choke him like chicken. G6 is played, and now I played C3, and he continues with knight f6. So I simply played queen e2 just to control white squares, and and I'm always wanting to take the knight at the right time. I'm hoping he'll play pawn here, but he won't play it. The dirty dog develops his pieces, so there's nothing wrong with his position. So I played h3. I thought, well, in case he plays just simply d6, I don't want him to put the bishop here. So he castled. So I castled, and I thought, well, I'll wait and see what he does. And here he comes. He plays this move, d5. Well, I thought, well, can I choke him like chicken now? And I can't really do that, because if I take the knight, his bishop can come here, and he can pressure me along this diagonal. So I've got to be a bit careful, be a bit patient. So I played d3, and now he plays e6, okay? So I thought, well, again, I'd like to take the knight, but then he could still play bishop here. And this is why we want him to play pawn there. Then we'll take his knight. So it's a little bit of a finesse there, right? A little bit of a finesse. We want him to play pawn there, but he won't do it. So we show patience. And because with this little chicken, because we want him for New Year's Day dinner, and we played rook e1, and I only played this last night, or actually early hours of this morning. a6, he played it. He played the move. We were patient, waiting for the little chicken to play a6, and he's played it, right? So now we can play our big move. Bishop takes c6. And what is the point of this? Well, when he recaptures, which he must do, we can now play e5. Now, the beautiful thing about this position is that the bishop can't come out, right? The bishop can't come out. And the whole point is if he pushes the pawn here, the bishop is slow, it can't come out. So white can start doing all sorts of things and start choking him like chicken. He played knight d7, so I played c4. And the reason for that is to try to fix these pawns, fix the pawns, right? He's got double pawns, and we want to fix them. We want his bishop to stay trapped. So he plays a5. Well, I played knight c3. Now, I've got a threat here, I've got a threat. The threat is simply pawn here. That's a threat. Or even knight here. That's not a bad move either. He played bishop a6, and that's a bad move. Why? Because after b3, he's got nothing. He can't move his bishop. His bishop can't get out, right? So we can just sit there and wait for him. He played rook b8. Okay, this is actually a good move. The engine likes this move, and I'll tell you what the engine suggests. I played knight a4, and now I'm just keeping pressure on this pawn. And you know what the engine suggests? It suggests a rook here. Right, rook here. This is what the engine suggests. Because that would threaten pawn takes pawn. Right, rook here. Yeah, because, right, so in this position, knight a4, he played rook e8, which is a bad move. It's hard for them to understand when you're choking them like chicken, right? When you're choking them like chicken, they often just play quiet little moves, and the clock's ticking. It's got 1 minute and 51 seconds. I've got 1 minute and 37, right, Teddy? Right, Johnny? Just wanted to make sure Teddy's there. Okay, so he played rook e8, but I'll show you what the engine likes this move, rook here, because in that position you're threatening pawn takes pawn, right? Pawn takes pawn, and if the pawn takes, well, you could take the knight, okay? And if this pawn takes, you could take the pawn with the bishop, and then when the pawn recaptures, you could take the knight, right? So this is why you play rook here, and the engine likes this rook there move. But he played rook e8, so I played bishop g5. I thought, well, I'll just try to confuse him a little bit, and I know I can move my bishop back here if he hits me. But he ran away, and I thought, you beauty. So I played rook a file to c1, right? And I want my rook here to be protect the overprotected pawn that traps his bishop. And at the same time, now I'm threatening with the idea of, oops, wait a minute. Look at a file to c1. Yeah, so bishop g5, knight a4, rook e8, bishop g5, queen c7, rook a file to c1. Then he plays d4, right, d4. And now he's just given me a very important square, right? He's actually conceded the e4 square. So, right, so in this position, oh, where is this? Queen g5, queen d7, rook e4, bishop g7, king takes, oh, bishop h6. Oh, so where are we here? I'm just going to make sure we get this back. d4. Yeah, he's played d4, so it's move 18. Move 18. Queen to e4. Okay, and now evaluation bar says white's winning. Right. White. Well, I know. Yeah, evaluation bar says white's got the advantage. So queen e4. He played rook b file to c8, which is a silly move, right? But sometimes this is what the chickens do. They're not too, with respect to my opponent, of course. Of course, Teddy, I always respect my opponent. No, you don't, Johnny. What do you mean I don't respect my opponent? Well, maybe not all the time. I like to choke them like chicken. So, anyway, he played rook to c8. That does nothing, right? Absolutely nothing. So I thought, great, but they make these kind of moves when they don't know what to do just because he's got 42 seconds. So I played queen f4. I've got a plan. The plan is to go in here, right? And I'm not worried about f6 and changing queens because I've got a winning game, right, if he does that. So he played queen to a7. He runs away. You know, I played bishop h6. I thought, well, I'll try to get rid of his best defensive piece. So he played knight f8, cunning move. So I took his bishop. He took back with the king, and I played queen f6 check. I give him a check. He played king g8. Now it's in this position. I played queen h4. The whole idea is I want to play queen here and stick my knight down his throat, or play knight here, knight there, and knight check. It'd be a big, dirty big check. And then what we could also do is play the rook to e4 and swish this across, and they'll get a big checkmate down there, right? And that's the plan. And that's why this d4 is bad, because you get access to this e4 square, and this part of the board's all closed off, and the bishop's out of play, and so is the queen, right? So he played rook a5 to d8. Again, doesn't do anything. So I played rook e4, right? So I'm just preparing to attack his king. He played bishop c8. Does nothing again because his bishop's trapped, right? Remember, we're choking him like chicken, and this chicken is getting ready to have his goose cooked. So I played rook on the a file to e1. The engine says I like this move, powering up on the e file. He played h5, and I thought, there's a few holes here in near his king, but how do I get to them? So I played rook f4. I thought, I'll move in a bit closer. He played bishop a6. Again, he can't do anything because he's attacking a pawn. He's not attacking anything. So I played queen g5, and now here he plays queen d7. Again, it does nothing because he doesn't know what to do. So I played queen h6. I thought, well, I'll get my knight in here. That'll give him trouble. And he played knight h7. So now I thought, oh, how do I proceed with my attack? Well, I thought, well, I'll play rook on the e file to e4. I'm bringing more castles in. Later you'll see the point of this move, because we're actually on this. I can play knight takes pawn, but his bishop's trapped, so I thought there's no hurry to take the pawn. I just keep putting more pressure on the king side. Let him worry about the pawn, right? So he does. He plays queen e7. He's worried about the pawn. So I played h4. And now he plays bishop c8, because again, he doesn't know what to do. The chicken doesn't know. We're eating him for New Year's dinner, right? Anyway, knight g5 we play, so we're attacking him. And with knight g5, he plays knight takes g5. And then I play this move, queen takes g5. Now, what I'm really after is not, I'm after this pawn here. That's what I'm really after. If he takes the queen, he can't save this pawn, and his endgame is rats, absolute total rats. Anyway, he took it off, and I recaptured. Then he played bishop a6, still trying to get his bishop out. He's in dreamland because he's being choked like chicken. That's right, Teddy. Do you want me to show you how we choke him? Choke him like chicken. Knight takes c5, and now his bishop. Where does his bishop go with 3 seconds on the clock? Well, he plays bishop c8. I think I've seen that bishop on c8 before. And now he plays rook to d. I played rook takes d4. And now you can see the point of bringing up the two castles and controlling the square. We've got a totally won game. He played rook takes d4. We recaptured rook takes d4. And we've got so many pawns. He's still got the bad bishop. He can't stop the move rook here. And rook takes pawn, so we're just going to choke him like chicken some more. And it's in this position that he just resigned. He flagged and lost on time. And that was InfinityGM from United Arab Emirates. Grandmaster Teddy and I, we would like to wish you all the very, very best for 2025. Let's hope that in life, just like on the chessboard, all your moves in life are the right moves. And with that, we're going to say God bless you, and God bless all your family and your extended family and all your friends and everybody, because we love everybody on the Johnny Curtis Chess Channel. And with that, we're going to say goodbye, and we will see you in 2025, if not beforehand. I might do a stream later. Anyway, a New Year's Eve stream. I'm not sure yet. But I just want to knock out a video for New Year's Eve, okay? New Year's Eve special. You take care now, and I hope you are all improving at your chess, and that one day you can come along and give me a whooping, because I deserve one for choking you like chicken. All those players that know what I'm talking about. Right, so with that, I'm going to end this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you like it. And in the video description, if you want to make a donation to the channel so we can continue presenting you with this great content, then yeah, we'd appreciate any help you can give us. Okay, rightio. Yeah, but the link to my PayPal is in the video description. With that, I am going to stop, save,